Hello everyone, I hope you're all safe and sound. This is Abhishek Gupta and today's topic is single phase full wave control rectifier. So let's get started. This is the circuit diagram. Here we are using bridge type rectifier. In this circuit there are four thyristors that we are using, which are T1, T2, T3 and T4, and Vs is the supply voltage, which is equal to Vm sin omega t. V0 is the output voltage, I0 is the output current, and the load which we are using here is RL type of load. Okay, so let us discuss the working. Here we are assuming that the output current, that is I0, is constant. Okay, and this is the waveform for supply voltage Vs. Here alpha is the firing angle, and at an angle alpha we are firing thyristor T1 and T2. Okay, so what will happen? So from this figure I will show you. At an angle alpha, T1 and T2 will enter into forward conducting mode, while T3 and T4 will enter into reverse blocking mode. That means T1 and T2 will get short circuited, while T3 and T4 will get open circuited. Means the circuit will look like this. Okay, so to calculate the output voltage, what we will do? We will apply KVL in this circuit. Okay, so the output voltage will be how much? It will be equal to Vs, that is Vm sin omega t. Okay, so from period alpha to pi plus alpha, the output will follow the input. Okay, so now after pi, this is the most important point in this lecture. After pi, what is happening? The voltage supplied to thyristor T1 and T2 gets reversed. Okay, but it will not get turned off because of inductive load, and I0 is constant. In the previous lecture I told you that what is the property of inductor. Inductor is basically a passive element which stores energy in its magnetic field and delivers its energy to the circuit until it is fully discharged. So what is happening actually? This is the waveform actually. This is supply voltage and this is the output voltage. Output voltage will follow the input voltage from alpha to pi plus alpha. So what is input? Basically from alpha to pi plus alpha, this is something like this. Okay, so it is following this from alpha to pi plus alpha, output is following the input. Okay, and we know that the thyristors will get turned off only when the anode current is less than the holding current. Okay, so at pi plus alpha, what is happening? At pi plus alpha, T3 and T4 is triggered. Okay, so now what will happen? From this circuit again, T3 and T4 will conduct, means it will enter into forward conducting mode, while T1 and T2 will enter into reverse blocking mode. That means T3 and T4 will get short circuited, while T1 and T2 get open circuited, means the circuit will look like this. Okay, so to calculate the output voltage, what we'll do? We'll again apply KVL here. Okay, so the direction will be like this. So apply KVL in this circuit, what will happen? The output voltage will be minus of here, minus of Vs. Okay, that means V0 will be equal to minus Vm sin omega t. Okay, so from pi plus alpha to 2 pi plus alpha, from pi plus alpha to this is 2 pi plus alpha. Okay, what will happen? The output will follow the inverse input, that is the input is this, the input is this from pi to 2 pi. Okay, so what will be the inverse of this? This will look like this, will look like this. Okay, so to calculate the average output voltage, what we'll do, we'll apply the formula V naught equal to 1 by pi integration from alpha to pi plus alpha Vm sin omega t d omega t. So Vm is the constant, so it will be taken out, and the integration of sin omega t will be equal to minus cos omega t. So putting the values of limits, will get finally Vm by pi cos alpha plus cos alpha, that is equal to V naught equal to 2 Vm by pi cos alpha. This is the output average output voltage or the DC voltage. Okay, and the average output current will be equal to I naught by 2, and the RMS current will be equal to I naught by root 2. The derivation is not in the syllabus, that is why I did not do this. Okay, so before this is the waveform, actually the waveform that we discussed. This is the output, this is the output voltage, and here the important point is the load current. This is the load current. Load current is constant. Assume that the load current is constant. Okay, but this is the source current. What is source current? I will tell you. The source current is, this is the source current, Is. What will be Is? I naught is this, 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 means Is and I naught is basically same, in the same direction. Okay, but this is for actually period alpha to pi plus alpha, but from pi plus alpha to 2 pi plus alpha, what will happen? This is Is, this is Is, and this is I naught. I naught is flowing here, 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 here. This means Is will be equal to minus of I naught. Okay, so from pi plus alpha to 2 pi plus alpha, the output current and the source current will be opposite to the load current, and from alpha to pi plus alpha, the source current will be equal to the load current. Okay, so this is the waveform, and last waveform is for actually the purely resistive circuits. This is very simple. When at an angle alpha, when T1 and T2 is triggered, what will happen? The output will be like this. Okay, and when again T3 and T4 is triggered at an angle 2 pi plus alpha, what will happen? It will again follow the input, and the waveform will continue. Okay, so this was the lecture on